everyone, welcome to another episode of Serious Talks with Ace Blessing. And today we're going to be talking about the struggle of picking a place of worship, especially for those of us who have had to relocate or stay in a place for a very long time. If we're being sincere to ourselves, we know that this particular topic is something that most of us don't talk about, but still it remains an issue. And some of the things we're going to be talking about is 1. Why people find it difficult to pick a place of worship. 2. Is it okay to just keep attending a family church? And 3. I'll lay down some prerequisites or some of my own prerequisites for choosing a church. The first one we're going to talk about is some of the reasons I feel people find it difficult to choose a place of worship. And the first one is distance. Most of the time people want to go to certain churches, but they find out that where they stay and where the church is quite so far. So most of the time they just rely on online services. But with time you get tired, or sometimes you even miss services and it affects the overall choice you just made. Number 2 is church mannerism. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like the way the church operates. Some people say they have really bad experiences with church people. So most of the time they just want to stay at home. They don't want to go anywhere. They don't want to go through that stress of picking a place of worship. But I dare to remind you that any place that does not have law and structure, there will not be orderliness. Your family is a very good example. Your father most especially places different laws to help guide the family so that nobody will go overboard, so that the children will learn certain character, and that is why law and structure is needed in churches. Also, I see the church as an hospital. It is not filled with people who are perfect. So when you come to church, don't expect to see perfect people. See people who are there to also get healing. People who are there to work on their character, their behavior, their personality, etc. The third one is I heard people say that the church activity and the word sometimes don't correlate, or they find the word interesting but they don't see any activity in the church, so it gets boring for them. So most of the time they don't want to go through that stress of looking for a church that would balance these two things, to rather just stay at home, or they keep searching till they find one. The next question will be, is settling with a family place of worship okay? Personally, my response to this would be to check yourself. Are you growing spiritually? Do you honestly love worshiping in that church, or are you just going there because you were born there? And also, how much of God have you been able to encounter all your years in that church? Your honest response to this will determine if you should still stay there or not. Most times people hold emotional attachment to family church, or sometimes it causes issues in family. But the truth is this: your spiritual growth should take paramount when choosing a place of worship. So the next one we're going to be talking about is some of the things I feel we should look out for when picking a place of worship. And number 1 would be, will I be able to submit to the authority that guides this particular place of worship? Nehemiah chapter 8 verse 6 teaches us on the importance of respect and honor. If you know you are going to be the type that would keep showing hate speech, grumbling, complaining about different things in a particular place of worship, my advice to you would be to look at somewhere else, maybe to find a better place where you know you'll be able to submit to the authority. Because when you start working in disobedience, whatever you're doing in the church doesn't really make any sense anymore. Number 2 will be, do I have the tendency of growing in this particular place? I always tell people that we are like seeds. So most seeds have a particular time or a place where they can grow, or a soil where they can grow in. So find the best soil for yourself and plant yourself there so that you can grow. Growth is the most important thing when it comes to picking a place of worship. Number 3, pray. This one tops all the old parameters I have mentioned earlier. Pray and ask God to give you a divine place of worship. He's the best person that can tell you where you can go. Some of the verses you can read to help establish your knowledge in this is Deuteronomy 12, 4-6, Deuteronomy 14, 23-25, Exodus 3, verse 12. Now this brings me to the conclusion that our mindset about church or a place of worship matters a lot, because if we have a sound knowledge about this, it can affect how we pick a place of worship. Also, there are many churches, but there's a church that you can fit into. Which is why it is very important to pray about this, so God can divinely place you in a place where you can grow. God has given each of us different talents. In Ephesians chapter 4, he said he gave some apostles, some prophets, some teachers, all for the education of the body of Christ. So the important thing is this: where can I fit into? Where can I place myself in which I can grow my God-given talents for the edification of the body of Christ? And this is also important to note, that there's nobody you cannot learn from. Make sure you're open to learning. Listen to people ahead of you. Listen to people who have gone into the depth of who the knowledge of Christ is. Listen to different pastors. Listen to different emojis. Don't streamline your knowledge. And I know the Holy Spirit will help you decipher the good from the bad. So guys, this is just my own view on how to solve the issue of picking a particular place of worship. And I hope we'll learn one or two from this. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on post notifications so that you'll be the first to see our new videos. Bye!